And now you can see the Anime and Alcohol Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv. It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours and happy hour. Fridays from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information. It's Sunday morning, 8 a.m. That means it's time to drink some beer and talk some anime and other stuff. This is the Anime and Alcohol Show, live here on Rough Edge FM with your host, Devin Crow. That's Devin Crow. See the stunning resemblance?
I'm live.
You are.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Okay, you still are. Hey, look at that. I got to fix the frame. Go ahead and talk, Devin. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Give me one quick second. Just posting to my second to the last self-plug here.
You can still see Elvis's legs dancing around.
Yep, there's Elvis's legs there.
I know that we have succeeded in that level.
So, man, lots to talk about today.
Yeah, I don't know where to start.
Lots and lots to talk about. I guess we should start off with GameStop.
Okay.
So there was some whispers that GameStop was trying to do something that seemed almost impossible, and everyone kind of wrote it off as kind of a troll post. But no, it is confirmed. GameStop is trying to buy eBay.
Really?
Yes, trying to buy eBay. Now, for those of you who don't know, eBay on the stock market is worth more than GameStop.
I was going to say.
It's worth more than GameStop. And, you know, it's definitely possible for a company that has a less value than to buy a company with a greater value. It's through stock loans.
Been done before.
Stock loans and stuff like that. But it's not a rumor now, but apparently they are going to try to do kind of the Elon Musk thing with Twitter. And while Elon Musk was worth more than Twitter at the time, it looks like they are starting with buying large amounts of stock in eBay until it gets to a point where
they have the majority.
They have a majority or a notice of, hey, something's, they're trying to buy us kind of thing, or trying to get a majority stock. And then they're going to put an offer in to the president of eBay. And if the president declines that, they are going to take their offer directly to the board of directors. Now, this is an interesting one because GameStop really isn't about games anymore, and they've been doing pretty successfully with Pokemon merchandise. They tried the whole Funko Pop thing, didn't quite work out. Funko Pops are pretty much dead now. And then they've moved on to TCG, trading card games. And GameStop's been quite kind of a butt end of a joke.
They have been, yes,
years, yes. And they had a big surge in their stock during the meme stock thing that happened, and that helped them a little bit. But they stopped pre-orders on Pokemon cards, to prevent scalping. And I say scalping. And then, so now they don't do pre-orders on Pokemon cards, but they sell Pokemon cards at a scalped price rate. So,
so they don't want anybody to scalp, so they can.
Yes. So like when some pretty large sets came out, some ultra premium collections, we call them UPCs, came out. The MSRP on them, I believe, was $119, and GameStop was selling them at like $189 or $200.
Wow.
And some fucking dumbass scalper bought like a ton of them. a ton of them, and that was scalped prices. That's how much they were selling for, scalped. And some dumbass scalper went and bought everything and was trying to resell them for like $250, and everyone was just laughing at him.
Yeah, good.
Over the whole thing, but yeah. So that's all we know now as far as the GameStop eBay buyout. Which I think if this happens, eBay's done for.
Yeah, because what are their plans for eBay? Why are they so interested in eBay? I'd love to know what their thinking is. Yeah. They're not buying eBay because it's a hugely successful company, which I think it still is. But they're doing it to trend with themselves.
Yes.
Now, what is that? I don't know what their plan is. Are they going to go all Pokemon all the time?
Yeah, I think that's what they're. And eBay also owns, and I didn't know this. I found this out when I was doing research. eBay owns TCGplayer.com.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know this. So yeah, eBay owns TCGplayer.com. So that was new to me as well. And
so there may be there is obviously an overhead plan here.
Yes.
Overall plan.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, I didn't know that. But oh, there we go. We're synced up now.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into this more because
yes, very interesting.
Yeah.
So but so that's all we know as of right now. But it looks like GameStop's pretty serious about trying to do this. So it'd be pretty interesting to see if this does happen. And if it does, I think it's going to be the death of eBay.
I think so too. I mean, depends on what GameStop does with it. Maybe it's going to be the end of eBay as we know it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. I hadn't heard anything about that.
But yeah, I had a pretty busy week with a lot of stuff. I watched on Friday night on the release. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, the movie Tears of the Azure Kingdom. I went and saw this movie with my brother and good old N-Dog Nathan.
Oh yeah,
I invited Nathan, and he of course was late as usual.
Not Nathan.
And we went and saw this movie in theaters.
Yeah.
Now, this movie sucked.
By the way, that's probably going to be a trend this morning.
It was one of the worst anime movies I think I've ever seen.
Seriously?
Yes. Now, for the most part, anime movies aren't canon to the manga. They're side stories. They'll have some canon moments, and they may even do things that can make it canon with the series and such. But for the most part, they are not canon at all. So they don't play any part. But they'll tie things in like, oh, where's this character? And then they'll show like a clip of 90%, 90 fucking percent. Are you on Rotten Tomatoes? It's an 80%.
I pulled it up in the background.
I
think I triggered him.
And a 90% viewer rating. Here it is. So Rimuru is the main character, right? So Rimuru is the main character in this. He's the slime. That's the little blue-haired guy down in the middle on the bottom. This movie barely showcased him at all.
He's the main character?
He's the main character. This was more, you see the chick in the middle with the blue hair?
Yeah.
Okay, so it starts off with her stealing this like dragon-like trinket and this underwater hidden kingdom kind of thing, and she's trying to escape. And then pretty much the other character that was involved in this was Gobita, which is that little round, fucky-looking goblin dude.
See him, yep.
Right next to the blue hair. The main story focused on them, okay. Right? And here's the problem I have with this. This series is filled with overpowered characters. Crazy overpowered characters, right? Rimuru is a demon lord, and there is, in this movie, there was a total of 4 demon lords and the strongest creature to ever exist in this world, which is Veldora, right? And Gobita, while he looks dumb and goofy, he is incredibly strong. Okay. Very, very powerful.
He's like a Yoda.
Yes, he's like a little Yoda. And so, like, where you get your power from in the series is through naming. So when you are named, it gives you this big power increase. It can change your form to look completely different from what you used to. And Gobita didn't really change a whole lot. And it was explained in the series that he didn't change because he didn't need to, because he had this hidden, talent essentially, and he didn't really change all that much from what he used to.
Okay.
And he was trained by one of Rimuru's, like, this older ogre character, and he is incredibly overpowered. He won the tournament during this little tournament arc and reincarnated as a slime. He won that, and he's one of the top strong people at this thing. He's really, really fucking strong. And there's a scene where he's protecting the girl. They're running from these bad guys, and these grunts, not even like the main bad guy, these grunts are just beating on him, and he is barely fighting back. And my brother and Nathan are all like, why are these guys just fucking literally dumping on him? Like, he is incredibly strong, right? Like, incredibly strong. And these grunts are just beating the shit out of him, and they end up kind of losing a fight and this and that. And it's just like, how is he losing? Like, he is so overpowered, like everybody else in this fucking series. and
he's getting his ass beat.
So, like, and then, there was one mention of like, where's Diablo? Diablo is this primordial demon. And in this latest series, and this is how they kind of tied it to kind of canon threads, in the latest series that's going on season 5 right now, they asked where Diablo is, and Rimuru sent Diablo to get some subordinates, because Diablo wanted subordinates. And so he
went to the subordinate store.
He went to go. He's out of play right now because he's getting subordinates for Rimuru, for himself, to better aid Rimuru.
Okay. And
so, but there was 4 demon lords, I think. 3 or 4 demon lords on this island. They go on a vacation, this vacation island, and shit goes awry because of this whole thing. And so there's like 3 or 4 demon lords. There's Rimuru, Milam, the vampire girl, and I think one other one, maybe, I don't know. But demon lords are the strongest of the strongest. Okay. Right? They are crazy strong. And then there's Veldora. Veldora is literally the strongest dragon ever known to exist, and he's Rimuru's like best friend kind of thing. So he's on Rimuru's side. So we have 3 demon lords minimum. We have Veldora, and then we have Elfina, which is this queen of this other empire thing. She's stupid crazy strong, and like, there's so many fucking plot holes in this. It hurts. Like, I don't understand how it's an 80% or 90% or whatever it was on Rotten Tomatoes.
80% critics, 90% audience.
90% audience. And it was just all over the place. And then there was a part where they lose a fight. The girl and Gobita lose a fight, and they fall from this tower, and the girl lands on Gobita, and she's like injured and unconscious. Well, Rimuru, he created these super crazy potions that he has inside of him because he's a slime. He stores them inside of him. And she's like unconscious and injured. And I'm like, Rimuru has fucking these super crazy ultimate potions that he could heal her with. Doesn't get brought out at all. And then kind of during getting towards the climax of the movie, Gobita gets injured pretty badly again. And through an ambush, and that was the only thing that kind of more or less made sense, because they got ambushed and Gobita got the shit kicked out of them. And then Rimuru busts out the potion and heals him, and I'm like,
wait a minute,
where was that 30 minutes ago in the fucking movie? But the ending sequence was really cool. There was a lot, it had some really cool fight scenes. It was done beautifully, obviously, but the story was just dog shit, man. It was just absolute fucking dog shit. And we left the movie, we were like, that was a horrible movie. It was bad. It's definitely not a 90%. I would say like a 60 or a 70% at best, but it was just full of plot holes that didn't make any sense. You have some of the literally the most powerful beings on this island, and they are struggling to hold shit back. And it's just like, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So
that's why I don't pay much attention to audience reviews, because what happens with these, like, especially with things like this, and Michael and Melania the same way, is that the fans go see the movie. The rest of the audience don't because they don't care.
Yeah.
And then the fans vote on it and they love it because it's something that they, even if they didn't like it, they're going to vote it up just so it gets popular.
It was bad.
So I don't pay any attention to
It was really, really bad.
Let's read a couple reviews on it because I got pulled up a couple of reviews.
Okay.
One is this is an audience review from Silver, 5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love Slime. The movie was amazing, both in visuals and storytelling. But if you're not fond of one of the sides, and that's all I'm going to read because it runs out.
This is a better one. It was boring and rushed, like a nothing burger. Art was okay. That is
2 stars on that.
There were times all 3 of us were yawning in the movie. We were just bored. So yes, I agree with Art or whatever that person's name was.
Yeah, it was RW. And then the first critics review says it too. In any case, which already tells you that they weren't a big fan of the movie. This new film can be watched without having seen any of the previous chapters, though that's mostly because the plot is cookie cutter generic.
Yes.
And full of plot holes, like you said. Well, that just sucks.
Yeah. So wait till it comes out on Crunchyroll.
How did it do at the box office? Do we have any idea?
I have no idea, but normally anime movies are pretty packed the first night it releases.
Yeah.
It was an open theater.
Really?
Yes.
Let's see if we can find it. $4.19 million. That's part of the whole weekend. It is.
Yeah.
So it's not good. It's not good. You're right. Most of the time those anime things do,
especially in America.
They usually chart in the top 10 even though they only play one night.
Yeah. So it was pretty bad, but again, it's an anime movie, but
there's some bad and some good.
Yes, it was probably one of the worst.
Now
movies
you were pretty familiar with the series though, didn't you?
Very, very
like this series.
Season 5 is going on right now,
and you like that show.
Yes, yeah.
So you were even more disappointed in the movie because of that.
Yeah. I like the show. So,
well, the good news is you were able to cleanse your palate with this.
Oh my God.
Toxic Avenger was a movie from the late 70s, early 80s, I believe, that a small little company called Troma made, and they made it for like $4 budget. And it became a hit, and it had spin-offs and sequels and all kinds of stuff, even a children's animated show, if you can believe it or not.
Yeah.
So they've remade it in 2023, actually. It sat on the shelf for a while. It was out last year, I believe, finally. And they've bumped it up a notch by getting some pretty serious stars. You got Peter Dinklage is in it.
Mm-hmm.
You got Kevin Bacon and Elijah Wood, who was hysterical, by the way.
Elijah Wood was hilarious.
Even though that costume was 100% stolen from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
And I'll show you that here in a second. But anyway, you hadn't seen the original, had you?
Oh God. I remember the television series.
Yeah.
I remember the cartoon.
Toxic, yeah,
I remember the cartoon.
Sure.
But this movie is very highly rated on Rotten Tomatoes. This one was, I think, in the 80s on Rotten Tomatoes.
We'll tell you right now.
And this movie was terrible. Oh my God, it was awful. It was all over the place.
86% critics, 81% audience.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was just like all over the place. I don't like Peter Dinklage. I think he's a fantastic actor. He's just a douchebag. And the dwarf community, they don't like him either.
Oh, is that true?
Oh, they hate him. They hate him.
Is that only because he takes all the roles?
No, because so remember the whole drama with the Snow White movie?
Yeah.
And how they originally casted dwarves for it?
Yeah.
And that Peter Dinklage was the one.
Oh, he was offended by that.
He was offended by that. And so Disney changed it. And then like a lot of the dwarf community was like, well, who the fuck are you to tell us? Like, this is our only work, We get work when there's fucking dwarves and fucking and elf, other mystical Jawas and things like that. Like, who are you to say that this is offensive? Like, this is how we make money. and then so Peter Dinklage made some fucking comment on X or something like
He
that.
was pretty mad. He was very angry.
And how offensive it was. And then Disney basically fired the dwarves that they had hired and then replaced it with the magical creatures, which was, I think, more offensive.
Yeah, I don't.
And then
disagree.
that caught flack by the community. And so Disney then CGI dwarves. How is that? How is that fucking any better? Just give people work, you know? And that's why I don't like Peter Dinklage. He is a fantastic actor. I will say that he is a fantastic actor, but
see, when I first started watching that
human being.
Yeah. When I first started watching that movie, I was stunned at how much heart and soul he gave the character before he became Toxie. I'm like, wow, this guy's really creating a character. Then he becomes the Toxic Avenger. Toxie is his nickname. And it all bets are off. It's just a stupid movie from that point on.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's the thing with this movie. Is it supposed to be bad? Because the originals, this is so much better than the original movie.
Yeah.
And I'm half the time I'm watching and going, okay, is that supposed to be bad or is it just bad? And the fact that you can't tell the difference makes it difficult to watch.
I think it's supposed to be one of those like it's so bad it's funny kind of movies, you know, but it was just all over the place. The dumb training montage that he had with some random homeless guy in the wilderness.
That's what I mean. Maybe they thought, oh, this will be funny because it's so bad. No, that's just bad.
Yeah.
There were parts that were funny because they were bad, but some parts were just bad.
Yeah.
But I also laughed out loud several times.
Yeah, there was some really funny moments, but it still doesn't take away that the movie's bad.
No, my favorite line. Well, there was 3 favorite lines, but I only remember one of them. But he's about to kill the main bad guy, who's Kevin Bacon. How do you go wrong with Kevin Bacon as a bad guy? And his son screams at him, "Dad, no, don't kill him. Nobody deserves to die." And Toxic Avenger looks at him and goes,
yeah.
This guy kind of does.
Yeah.
I thought that was hysterical. But there was other parts too that I laughed at. But for the most part, I just wanted it to be over.
But there were scenes in there that made no sense, like how Kevin Bacon's character died. Like I was like, how does that even work?
Yeah.
Like, that's not how that I don't want to spoil it, you know, for anybody who is really looking forward to seeing this movie. It's on Hulu and Disney Plus, by the way.
That's where I watched it.
And yeah, it was bad.
It was rotten. It was just not. It was like I said. If it was bad, or if it was supposed to be bad because the first one was bad, and it still failed at that.
Yeah.
But it's got its moments, and if you like blood and gore, there's plenty of that in there.
There's plenty of that.
The makeup is actually. It was more like
the practical effects are very good.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yes.
But do you notice how his makeup changed? It's almost like at some point he got uncomfortable. So just make me a mask.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it was makeup at first, but then it seemed like a mask.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's the hero we need now is the subtitle. We don't need that hero.
Yeah. No, we didn't need any of this.
But at least the weekend wasn't a total waste, right?
No.
You also saw this.
I saw that Late Night with the Devil. This came out a few years ago. I think 2023, right?
Or 4, yeah, one or the other.
Yeah, Late Night with the Devil. That was a fantastic movie, by the way. Absolutely fantastic. It got rave reviews in the theater. I think it was an indie film too, right?
Yes.
It was an indie film originally and released in theater. I heard a lot of buzz about it, and fantastic movie. Oh my God.
It is 2023.
Yep.
Yeah, 97% of the critics. And
82. Yeah, 82.
And I can understand the 82 and being lower in this case because this movie is gory and disturbing and twisted, and half the time you're going WTF.
Yeah,
but it's so good.
I didn't find it very scary at all, but it was a very, very good movie.
Yeah, I'm not sure how scary it was supposed to be, is just how it was being. Imagine, and this is what the story is about if you want to see it. Imagine being a late night host whose show is fading, and this woman comes on who says that she's possessed by the devil or was possessed by the devil, but she's still acting a little strange. So you decide you're going to use that on your show live on the air.
It was a Halloween show, so
a special Halloween show, and it's going to be live, and things start to escalate. And instead of being terrified, this guy's all, yes, this is what we need to do. This is going to get us on the map. And it does, but probably not in the way he extends.
Yeah.
The lead actor in this thing is terrific. You've seen him many, many times. and I don't have his name pulled up here, and I'm not going to attempt to say it without him.
Crew, but you can go to Cast and Crew right there. The little tab right underneath Stream Now.
Oh, that's what I was looking for. David Dastmalchian. So he's great.
He's actually in the new Street Fighter movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's M. Bison.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's gonna be in the new Street Fighter movie that's coming.
He was just in something I watched this weekend recently, but I don't have a list on in front of me, so I don't know. But he's really, really good. He played a hitman in the movie I was watching.
Okay. I gotta use the restroom real quick. So
Devin has to use the restroom. That was an emergency thing there.
Yes.
So you know what? While he's in there, I'll tell you about that other movie that I saw. Let me pull it up here. I watch so many movies that I have to keep a list so I don't watch them twice. It's ridiculous, but it's true. What was he in? I watched Apex, by the way. Apex is the movie with Charlize Theron. She plays a woman who has a tragic event in her life. She goes to I want to say Australia, where she's going to ride the rivers to kind of forget her problems. But she runs into Taron Egerton, who is a serial killer. And he got many victims in the past, but this time he chose the wrong one. But that's Apex. That's a new movie on Netflix. Normal is the movie that I believe David is in. And Normal is one of those Bob Odenkirk movies where he plays the everyday kind of dude and he has to fight crime. In this one, he plays a sheriff who is taking over temporarily for another sheriff in a small town. He used to be in a big town, but something happened that made him lose his job. So now he's traveling. He's going from job to job, just trying to fill the temporary spots to keep his pockets full. And he comes to the town of Normal, Minnesota. And while he's there in Normal, he undercovers a conspiracy. And the term vast conspiracy really applies here. It's a lot of fun because Odenkirk always has a lot of humor in his movies, and there's a lot of humor in this. He has a lot of John Wick type fighting, not as much as this as in the two Nobody movies that he did, but enough to make it worthwhile. And Henry Winkler, the Fonz, plays the bad guy. How do you go wrong with that? I don't think you can. It was a lot of fun. Normal was great, and David Dastmalchian was terrific in it as well. All right, we're going to play this right now because when Devin gets back, we're going to probably do this, assuming that we have what we're looking for, and that is a beer. But we'll be back right after this.
And now it's time for the 9 a.m. Sunday morning Beer of the Week here on the Anime Something or Other show live on Rough Edge FM. Brought to you by Pele Utu, Reno's only traditional tiki bar. A kaleidoscope of colors and tropical charm with the undeniable allure of paradise and intoxicatingly delicious cocktails. Pele Utu, open Wednesday through Sunday from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. 1275 Stardust Street in Reno, Nevada. For more information, please visit peleutu.com.
Hello again. Okay, so today's beer of the week is going to be Simpler Times Pilsner. And as you can tell, it's just a simple beer. Simpler Times. It is 5.5% alcohol by volume. It is just a standard Pilsner. And hopefully Devin will be back shortly and we can try this together. I don't know why the close-up cameras are out of focus. I apologize for that, but they weren't when I started. So we're going to crack this open. Away from the equipment. That's what you always do. As you can see, let me go back to the nice beer color here. And Devin, here's yours. He's not back yet. Do you think he's okay? Should I go check on him? Oh, I hear him coming. So yep, there he is. I had to stretch things a little bit. I was going, I poured your beer of the week.
Oh.
Simpler Times Pilsner.
Did I see Nobody? I have not seen Nobody yet, Corey.
I'm sorry, I did not see those.
Yeah.
Yes. I have
Scotty's seen Nobody, though.
Nobody 1 and Nobody 2, and I absolutely love both of those movies. Did you see Nobody 2? Sorry, Corey, I didn't see those in there because I was vamping, as you may have noticed. I was talking about Normal.
That's terrible.
Devin gives a big thumbs up to the Simpler Times. It's just supposed to be a plain Pilsner. How's it taste?
It tastes like a Pilsner.
So you don't like Pilsners?
No.
Oh, well, that kind of sucks then for you.
What is that?
It is Simpler Times.
Simpler Times Pilsner. It's really bitter.
Is it really?
It's really bitter, and it has like a European ale kind of flavor to it.
The Belgian flavor?
Yeah, no, more like a European style like beer with like the spicy, where it has a lot of the spices in it.
Yeah, that's usually a Belgian flavor.
Yeah, it tastes a lot like that to me.
I can actually smell that in it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not a big.
It took me forever to get into the Belgian flavor because the Belgian flavor is spiced, like you said.
Yeah.
But I finally did. I finally got to the point that I really like it. I don't know because I can't try that, but it sounds like it smells like a pretty good beer to me. But
yeah, we did sneak in a couple of beers at the movie theater too.
No.
Yeah.
Did you sneak in something good?
Yeah, liquid candy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, Tarantula Mountain liquid candy. Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Godzilla? Godzilla's -0.
Yes. Looks fantastic.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Except Godzilla's 800 feet taller now.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah, towers over the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, it's the biggest Godzilla. I think it's the biggest Godzilla ever portrayed so far.
But you can tell just from the trailer that it's going to have the same level of drama and the same amazing special effects.
Yeah,
as Godzilla -1 did.
So. Really, really looking forward to -0.
Yeah, that's got to be seen in an IMAX theater.
Yeah,
got to be seen in an IMAX theater.
Now we're gonna go see Mortal Kombat, right? Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, next week opens on Friday.
Okay,
and so we'll schedule a date to go see that. I know that, I don't know how your schedule is, but we usually go on Monday, late morning or early afternoon, if that works for you.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Monday, the following Monday.
Yeah, a week from tomorrow. Yeah, because it won't open till then.
Yeah, because
it looks great.
I got a crazy schedule tomorrow. I got 32 appointments.
Jeez. Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be busy all day.
I'll be busy.
We'll keep next Monday open, and we'll go do that.
Yeah, I only have Molly's house in the morning, so.
On
Monday,
the following Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that at like 8 in the morning.
Oh yeah, so we'll be done plenty of that. So I don't have the times yet in front of me, but doesn't it look like fun?
Yeah. The first one that they did wasn't like amazing. It was
fun.
It was kind of a weird story, but like I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
It was definitely a lot better than I expected it to be.
Exactly. I think that was the case with a lot of people.
Yeah. So,
and I think they've had a few hits in a row here at the theaters, because what was last week's big hit? Oh, Michael, and then this week, Devil Wears Prada 2 is a big hit. Next week, I think Mortal Kombat will be the big hit. I really think people are going to swarm to that.
Why did speaking of Michael, why did the critics hate that movie so much?
Because it's not a real story; it's a puff piece.
Okay.
The problem with the movie, as I understand it, is that they had finished script that included the bad things.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jackson family said, nope, not going to do that. We'll sue your ass. And I don't know whether they actually sued or just threatened to sue, but it was enough that the filmmakers had to cut out a third of the film and do reshoots to fill it up. So what they've basically got is a dance movie. And it's like Mamma Mia and those other movies where, you just have a good time and you just dance to the music of Michael Jackson. And people are doing that. They're dancing in the aisles. And I got no problem with that. But biographical movies should show the bad bits as well.
Yeah.
The perfect example of that is The People versus Larry Flint. Larry Flint was the publisher of Hustler magazine.
Yep.
And the guy was a jerk. He was a grade A asshole. There's no two ways to say that. But he did more for the freedom of speech than anybody has done in recent years. And so but that movie showed both sides. It's like, look at this idiot, look at this jerk, look at this waste of skin. but look what he stood up for.
Yeah.
And it was pretty impressive. That's what I was afraid of this from the beginning because I can't stand puff pieces. Movies that are all, oh, everything was glorious. They were the wonderful. No, they weren't. Show me their dark side too.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you've made a dance movie, not a action movie. I mean, a good movie.
Yeah.
So that's why the critics didn't like it. That's why I had no interest in it when I was reading that. There's no point. Now, if you want to go see it, if you're like a Michael Jackson fan, go dance in the aisles. More power to you. And people are doing that by the throng, so that's okay. But from my opinion, from my side, unless you're going to tell me the real story, then it's just more bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I understand that the lead plays a great role. He's actually related to Michael Jackson and plays the role perfectly. And so, more power to that too. And now they're saying they're going to do a sequel with all the bad stuff. It's like, you already got sued once for it. You're not doing a sequel for it. It's just talk.
Yeah.
So,
it beat out Oppenheimer for box office.
Well, not totally, not yet.
Maybe the first.
Maybe opening weekend. Yeah. But in the long run, Michael's not going to make $1 billion. It's just not going to happen. And Oppenheimer did. So
yeah.
But that's a good point. Corey, I'm glad you're there. Did you see Nobody 2? Did you like that as much as the first one? Nobody in the Nobody movies, Odenkirk plays a former spy / assassin who finds himself in sticky situations and takes care of them quite nicely. As a matter of fact, they're hilarious.
Corey actually used to work at Ladyface.
Oh, really?
He was around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I miss Ladyface.
Yeah.
You could always count on them having Pliny.
Yep. And I was there for one of their Pliny the Younger drops.
That's right. You got to taste it.
And I got to taste it.
And what was your opinion of that? I know we've talked about it, but
I mean, it wasn't anything like super special or anything. It was a very good beer. But I mean, I liked that more people got involved in the fray.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Pliny the Younger just tasted like a milder version of Pliny the Elder.
See, that's exactly the experience that Doug and I had. We went to a Pliny the Younger event at Fluid State in Ventura, and they gave us both. They gave you a glass of Pliny and a glass of Pliny the Younger, so you could compare. And it's like, I thought I was drinking the same beer.
Yeah,
it's that close. So I don't know what the who is for it, but I'm glad that still happens, even though I understand that brewery is kind of in some trouble now, as a lot of breweries are, because the craft beer bubble is popped.
It is definitely popped.
That is a sad thing, but it lasted a lot longer than I think anybody expected it to.
Yeah. It just got too watered out, man. It was just like everything was craft.
You pretty much knew at one point when the craft breweries started making the beers that Coors and Bud Light, Budweiser, and those and others, when they started making Mexican lagers so that people would buy more beer, you knew they were going to forego the other beers, or at least, like you said, thinning things out. And I think that kind of was the end of it.
Yeah.
When they started making beer to sell to match the sales of the big ones, it's like, that's not what we want from a craft brewery. But at that point, maybe that's what people did want, because how many jokes do you hear about IPA?
Oh, so many.
Oh my God. It tastes like the bottom of a sock. It was an IPA. We liked it before. All of a sudden it was the thing nobody liked.
Yeah. It's funny. Ed and I were Ed is the one of my reps at Viserys, the chemical supply company I have. And Ed, he's a huge fan of IPAs, big fan of like IPAs. And I was like, oh yeah, I prefer hazies. And it's like, no hazies. I like them bitter. And like, he's definitely one of those, I want my beer to taste like a sock kind of guy.
He wants the arrogant bastard kind of stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, he was funny. It's funny. He sent me a friend request on Facebook. And
cool.
It's all like typical old person stuff. Like, AI and Facebook doesn't have the right to take my stuff. Share this post so Facebook knows.
That doesn't work, folks. That doesn't work. IPAs were the beer that got me into drinking beers.
Corey says Pliny the Younger was a great beer, but not stellar.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what we thought. I mean, that's I know that's what you thought. My brother and I certainly thought that. And, a lot of it might have been the hype.
Yeah.
Because you heard all this, it's the holy grail of beers.
I mean, it was definitely fun waiting in line and and getting seated and finally trying it and going over 30 minutes on my lunch break waiting for it. And even the risk of having a beer on my lunch break before I go back to work. But it was really cool and really fun to do. And that definitely affected the ambiance of seeing this huge line of people wanting to try this beer. And, I'm not an IPA. I was sour stouts in Belgium. I do like a good sour, by the way. I do like a good sour.
We haven't had a sour here in a while.
We have not had a sour here in a while. And the problem with sours, it's either they're really good or they taste like spoiled beer. And it's just like, there's no in between. You're not there's no like, this is all right. It's either this is amazing or this tastes like spoiled beer. And it's really heartbreaking when you crack open something that you're really looking forward to and it just tastes like bad beer and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like, damn it.
Yeah. So
now you don't like stouts though, right?
He does say Elder is excellent, and I agree with you.
No, that's 100%. Pliny the Elder is one of the high points of beer for sure. But you're not a stout fan.
I'm not really a stout guy. Corey, have you tried Dogfish 120-minute IPA, the 17% alcohol one?
Well, 17-ish.
17-ish. Well, all the ones that are being released now are like 17%. But back when it was unregulated, there were some that were like in the 20s, in the 20%.
You had to test it yourself to find out what it was.
Yeah, Dogfish 120 is a fantastic beer, and you have to share a 12-ounce bottle with someone, or else you're
gonna be your afternoon's gone. It always reminded me of brandy in a sense.
Yeah,
and it's not a brandy at all
like
because
barley wine.
Yeah, it's so it's so intense, but it's a delicious beer. And Belgian ales we talked about as well. Because like I said, I learned to like the spiced flavor of Belgium, but I know a lot of beers taste that way and a lot of people don't like it, like you.
I'm not a huge fan of Belgian ales.
Yeah. You have some really good stouts at the house that I'm not drinking. And I keep thinking to bring them in. Devin doesn't like stouts. So
it's just like, it's a whole meal, man. They're just thick.
Yeah. And one of them is a coffee stout. So, that's severe.
Yeah.
But they're very good beers. So just can't drink them anymore.
Yeah.
So what else is going on?
Oh, let's see. No, and I can no longer drink. Craziest beer I had was a 13% 5-ounce pour at Boneyard Bistro. It was gnarly. That sounds like a stout. Whatever you had sounds like a stout. I know you can't drink anymore, but
5-ounce pour of that's intense. I mean, that's like, because we have drank an entire bottle of Dogfish Head 120 each, and it's just a bad idea.
Yeah, I drank 2 in one night once, and that was a horrible idea.
We had a beer once on the Friday Shot Day show that was 58% alcohol. And there was a lot of argument whether it could even be called a beer then. But a listener actually bought it for us and had it shipped in from the United Kingdom. It wasn't even available here.
Yeah.
I don't know. That guy must have paid $200.
Didn't one get broken on the way in?
One was broken in the case. Yeah, one was broken in the case. And it was just like drinking rubbing alcohol. It was nothing. Was
that Jeff the Postal God?
Yeah.
Did he pass?
He did.
He did pass. Rest in peace, Jeff the Postal God.
Yeah, he was.
Didn't he give you that Apple Watch that you had too?
He did. Yeah. He was a good guy. I miss Jeff. He was. We would hang out at the bar every Wednesday afternoon, and just talk. And he was just a good guy. But his family owned the Burger Kings here in town, and that's what their living was. But now she's retired. His wife moved up north. She's a great person too. But yeah, I miss Jeff. He was, we didn't know him, but he became almost part of the show. In fact, he did come in a couple of times because his nephew, I believe, owns what's that barbecue place in LA that's so popular? Howlin' Ray's.
Oh, wow.
And so sometimes he popped by and he had a bunch of Howlin' Rays for us. So it was cool. It was.
By the way, Corey, if I know you're a streamer, I was watching some of your streams yesterday. If you ever want to come onto the show, if you're still here, if you ever want to come onto the show, let me know. We will. You can do it remotely. We can send you a little link that you click on and
do it through your phone, through
you
your
can
computer,
do it through your
whatever.
computer, and you can join the show. We can talk about video games and anime. You can talk about the streaming that you do as well. You don't have to be on camera. I know we probably couldn't set it up in a way to where you could have your VTuber avatar, but you definitely don't have to be on camera. You just need a microphone and you can chat with us. So
he's already replied. Open invitation, love to guest.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you. So let's set that up. So you'll work on that?
Yeah. If you want to do that next week, we'll get a link. Obviously, we're kind of coming up on the end of our show here. I don't know what time it is, but yeah, 8:46. We only have 15 minutes. So but yeah, if we want to do that next week, just send me a DM on Instagram and we'll get you set up and we'll have a link for you next week and you can come on.
We can talk about the good old days because I don't drink anymore either. So
yeah, he doesn't drink anymore either due to health issues.
Stupid drinking. No, wait, stupid health issues. Drinking's cool. Look at that shelf.
I know.
100 bottles up there, but we use those on the Friday show.
Constant reminder of what you get. Look at that.
Yeah.
That French oaked Maker's Mark number 46. Just teasing you.
It is. It's not fair.
You can have a little bit here and there.
I'm not supposed to have any.
Oh, you're not supposed to have any now.
No.
Man, I was wondering why you were just smelling it.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to have any.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer because I've been wanting to bring a couple of I wanted to bring one of the liquid candies in, but it's just I don't want to pour it out and I don't want to drink a whole liquid candy on.
Well, not at 8 in the morning. That's tough.
Yeah. I would need to eat a pretty sizable breakfast to not feel the effects of a liquid candy.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's not a problem either.
No. Oh man, I went to this Salvation Army up in Newbury Park, Newbury Park area.
Don't tell people about this. It's our secret.
I mean, most of our listeners don't live anywhere near here, so
there you go.
Literal fucking heat at this thrift store. Not only that, most thrift stores that I've gone to recently is just so overpriced, like Goodwill, and people blame the resellers and so on and so forth. That blah blah blah. We went to this Salvation Army, and everything. I don't think I saw a single piece of clothing that was over. Yeah, you too. Have a great rest of the day. I don't think there was a single piece of clothing that was over $4.99 at this Salvation Army. I found like 5 or 6 Carhartt t-shirts. Carhartt, which are normally like $40-$50. I think I found 5 or 6 of them, and a handful of them were pretty much brand new. I don't think they were ever worn. And anywhere from $2.99 to $4.99 each.
That's how a thrift store is supposed to work.
Yes, fantastic prices, and it had some abs. I found a really cool Magpul hat, which is a they make gun parts and magazines and stuff like that. Found a really cool hat, brand new. I don't like trucker style hats because I don't like the material,
the mesh in the back.
Mesh, but this is made out of one of the few mesh materials I like because it's really soft and not rigid.
Oh yeah, that's much instead of the plastic.
Instead of that plasticky,
like a nylon.
It's like a really soft, like nylon, and because I don't like it because it rubs on my ears and irritates my ears. But this is a softer material. That was a $30 hat. That was $4.99. And then I found that shirt for Scotty.
Yeah, look at this.
I don't think that's an actual concert tee. I mean, it could be, but
it's just awesome.
Yeah, Blue Oyster Cult.
BOC. So thank you for that. And did they have a lot of DVDs there and stuff? Or
they didn't have a ton of DVDs there.
It's getting harder and harder to find.
A lot of CDs.
Oh, that's cool. I look at those too.
A lot of CDs.
Yeah. Now where is this? So you go up to Newbury Park.
Yep.
And then
get off. If you're going from Ventura, you get off on Borchard. You can get off on Windy.
I've heard that about her.
Yeah. Either Borchard or Windy, but you get off on Windy and then you go to Hillcrest and make a right, and it loops all the way down, loops all the way over, and it's on the right hand side, just right before Borchard.
I'm going to make a trek up there, so I have to make sure that I go up there and get enough discount stuff to make up for the $40 I'll spend on gas going up the hill and down.
Right.
So we got anything else to talk about? What do we got to have something.
I mean, anime has been great. There's been, I think the new episode is today I think we actually deleted the fucking thing for it too.
I asked you.
Witch Hat Altair. Probably the best, anime animation wise. No, it must be tomorrow that we have. And fantastic animation, really deep story.
Stop me if you see it here.
Witch Hat right there.
There we go.
Yes. Atelier.
There we go.
Really deep story, fantastic animation. Yeah, this one's a good one. I think this is gonna pop off. So
how many episodes in are you?
I think we're 3 or 4 episodes in. Another one is Wistoria Wand and Sword season 2.
Okay.
This anime is fucking peak. It pretty much started right where the first episode or the last episode of the first season left off. And it went right in there. I mean, it went right into fucking action and towns under attack and people are fucking dying. And
Starts out big.
It starts out big. And this new episode that just aired today, I am literally like on the edge of my seat. I cannot wait for it. So that one's fantastic. Class of the Witch and the Black Cat. That's the one where she has to kiss the butthole.
Oh yes,
break the curse.
The kitty cat.
Yes. Very, very funny anime. So, but yeah, there's some okay animes. I will say it's either going to be one of two things. Either spring season's going to be just okay and summer season is really good, or it's spring season's a banger and summer season just is okay.
That's interesting.
So, it definitely seems like spring season is just okay. And then High Dive has a couple of good ones. Petals of Reincarnation. This is where like famous individuals kind of take over the body of normal people. And, you have things like Einstein, the Wright brothers, other historical figures. And on the villain side, there's other historical bad villains on there, like Hitler's in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we had a lolly Hitler in the last 2 episodes. So.
And you've been watching Reincarnated as a Slime too? I
have been watching Reincarnated as a Slime. This one is
the movie hasn't turned you off that.
No, it hasn't turned me off that. And the series, the last season was really slow. I want to say the last season, 2 seasons were really slow. Season 3 and 4. I think we're on season 5 now. I could be wrong. But it was interesting. It's a good show. It's starting off a little slow with the building, but it is kind of leading into a pretty big battle that's coming up. Because I mean, the light novels and the manga are pretty far ahead of where we're at. So I think we're gonna get plenty of seasons of Reincarnated as Slime, and it's huge. Obviously, they made a movie out of it, so it's gonna be pretty big. So really looking forward to that. So what the seasons have.
Yeah, so there's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we call it, huh?
Well, we got 6 more minutes. What about box office? What do we got box office?
Well, this weekend the story is all about Devil Wears Prada 2, and I got to be honest, I did not think it would do the money it's doing. I mean, I thought that was the first movie was successful both with critics and with the box office, but this one's going to do about $80 million this weekend.
Wow,
which is big.
Yeah,
and more power to it. Anything that gets people in the theaters, I'm okay with. and it's got better reviews than the first one, and we'll see. And like I said, next week is Mortal Kombat. That's just going to continue the trend. Summer has officially started for the movies, so we're going to start seeing some of these bigger titles, and we're going to see bigger box office. And it's not going to be it's not going to be a good year for the box office again. But like last year's box office matched the years previous, which is disappointing because they want to grow, but at least they matched it. They got to match it again this year, and it may not be that easy.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see, because there's some really good things coming out. Like I think Mortal Kombat's going to be really big.
Okay.
And there's a lot of other things that are coming out down the line that look pretty good too. So we'll see. But right now, Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway are the hottest tickets at the theater. So
okay.
And Michael's still doing very well as well. And of course, Project Hail Mary just won't stop. It's the producers and the studio have said they're going to leave it in theaters as long as possible. There's no streaming dates official yet. And so far, it's still in the top 10. So
leave it in there. Josephine wanted to go see the movie.
You should take her. It's a good movie. It's really good. They did a great job at adapting a book that's all math.
Oh.
Which you'd think would be very boring, but it's far from that. So yeah, good stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah. So is there anything that I should be watching on? I think I'm going to go back to Rooster Fighter.
Okay, good old Rooster Fighter.
Yeah, because I want to talk about that on KVTA on Thursday.
Okay.
So I've only seen the first episode, and it was a blast. Stupid as hell.
Oh, it's dumb as hell.
Yeah,
it's super dumb. Yeah, it's really quite dumb.
If you haven't followed us on that, it's about a kaijus who come to.
It's about people that turn into kaijus with negative emotions, and the rooster fights them with special powers.
The rooster's the only one that can do it.
Training
because he's pissed.
Yeah,
he's pissed too.
He lost a loved one.
Yeah, he's a little like Godzilla. Godzilla's all, wait, there's another monster here? I'm gonna go kick its ass.
Yeah,
that's what he does.
Yeah.
So are you throwing us away to somebody?
Yeah, let's see if Ola Gatto will take us. Let's see.
Give me the cue. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're listening to this show, just go to roughedge.tv to see the actual video of it all. Like and subscribe. It helps us. It doesn't hurt you. And I can't think of anything else to say, so we're going to find out where we're going.
Yeah, so we're going over to Ola Gatto. She is a Rust player. She does a lot of Rust artwork. I think she's working on a art piece right now in Rust. So
nice.
I believe she's playing on the Burnt Peanuts server. Sorry, my nose is super itchy because my beard is untrimmed and it's tickling my nose.
It's the cocaine.
I don't do cocaine.
All right, tell me, are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.